to explain to you what is happening within the executive, and Glenn is there's a PwC-EY peace process, but for the NIO and the executive to agree a joint committee on this sort of activity when the NIO want to take us out on the terms of Mrs May. I think it's not unlikely, Glenn, but I do think that there's a need for the executive to make sure it has all the information and then that it's putting the best foot forward. Just to let you know what's happening within the executive is that there is within each department an officer responsible for collating and feeding back information. That's going into the centre. That we do have a group working on the information needed for the First and Deputy First Minister who will lead this negotiation. We want him to be at the heart of the negotiation. So the information is going back. The problem and the challenge we all have to overcome is that notwithstanding the differences within the executive, everybody agrees we want to have well, there's certain key issues we're all agreed on. Nobody wants a hard border. Nobody wants tailbacks on the border. We all want freedom of movement of people. I don't think there's anyone I talk to in any sector right across who believes that we should be telling our foreign nations that they have to go home. And then the letter from Máirtín and Arlene to Theresa May, which she replied to, satisfied key areas for us. The key area, and this does worry me because it could be 6 months before the British government tells us what they want, so we can decide where we differ from. And Philip Hammond yesterday, quizzed in Westminster, was saying he won't give any indications before March. But there's no way on the day that negotiations start he's going to tell us where he stands or what his bottom line is. So on the single market, he makes noises that as Sinead said, that's not important to him, and that the custom union isn't important to him. Then he makes noises that they are, that passporting will be protected, that the city will be protected. So there's a real difficulty for us when we're not clear on what they want to do around the customs union, around the single market, around freedom of people, to make a call then on where we stand. So I think we have to, with the people here, come up with the strategies between the next 6 months, probably the next year and 6 months, while we fight through this uncertainty, try and create some confidence, try and build on whatever small advantages we have in this period, while we get a clearer view of what we can demand. You know, my view is that we shouldn't leave. One of the views in the Assembly the other day was there should be a special case. And what does that mean? I know what it would mean for me, what does it mean for other people? But I do think when you listen to all the views around the table, it is about a special case, whether you're for remain or leave. Everybody wants a special case.
The UK government wants a special case for themselves. I don't see why, by extension, Northern Ireland shouldn't have a resolution to a problem that is unique to Europe.
Yeah. So Linda, I think we need to condense the material we're putting forward. If the messages coming out of London are changing every day, I think it would be helpful if our messages become coherent. There are some messages I mentioned there which are, but I do think that, you know, and for me it's not only just business. There needs to be a common focus, and there were protests which had in all the parties. Well, sorry, not all the parties, but the parties from the south and the nationalist parties were at the protests on the border, including Fine Gael, the Chamber of Commerce in County Louth, the Enterprise Parks in Muilleoir, the farming organisations both sides of the border, and so on. So there are certain parts where people have a united view. But to summarise, I think start collating the case, not only collating it, but let's really harden up the case you want to make, and at least we'll understand